I'm waiting to be notified that we're on.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Cocktail Hour with Rick. This is Rick. This is my lovely wife, Darlene.
I don't know about lovely right
And
now.
we are here in Florida, living with the aftermath of Hurricane Milton. And as you might guess, I'm going to show you
Not right now.
in a couple of moments, build up some tension and a crowd. I'll show you the devastation that we have to live in. Oh, my dog needs to maybe go wee-wee.
Well, he can wait a minute.
Come here,
I'll
bro.
get him. Okay, I just want to say hi to everybody in the room, then I'll go let
Go
them
ahead.
out. Ace Dallas, Loopsy Oopsie, Joe Newell, Michaela, Joanne Wickless, Shaylee, Stephanie Short,
Cheers to everybody out there in TV land.
White Sox Tom,
So anybody who has been
Roy Salgado,
a fan of the
Long Duck
Dodgers
Dog,
or the
Munson,
Yankees, your teams are in the World Series this year.
Scott Bagley,
The old Yankees and the Dodgers, a classic pair of
Krabby.
teams that go way back in the history of American baseball. And the classic is coming to your television. Yes, you'll be able to watch the World Series of Baseball. Amazing, isn't it? So let me see, I can watch on her phone temporarily. So there is no air conditioning on. We have a box fan blowing air across our body to create the evaporation of the moisture on our skin to cool us off, just mechanically, as you might call it, or with airflow, but not with cooling like air conditioning. Over here, this is our Florida room back there. And this is the original window of the mobile. We sleep there, and it looks like I froze a minute. And we have a window air conditioner in the window of one of the doors, and then it's duct taped in place. I'd used white duct tape because it was a white air conditioner and a white door, so it all looks so nice together, white. And it's nice and cool in there, not here. So how is it where you are? Maybe you're warm too. Maybe your home doesn't have air conditioning and you live with it. When it's warm, you're warm. I can't complain because I do at least have a place to sleep where it is cool. So you may realize that we're almost at the end of October and Halloween is coming. Well, Halloween is passing us by this year, folks, because we're not in a Halloween mood. So there will be not any kind of a Halloween show with whipped cream and plates or whatever else that we've done over the multiple different Halloweens since I started Cocktail Hour with Rick. So
May I have my... Look, see, you stopped it. Now I'm going to be really far
I
behind.
didn't try to stop it.
It happens a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So Darlene took Bo out. I think he must have had his
You had to pee-pee.
PP. Okay. So how are you doing? It's Friday. Cheers, everyone. Raise your glass if you would like.
Hey, guys.
Happiness, peace, health, and prosperity for you all.
Protein Waterfall.
Hello.
That's the name of
We
it.
love protein, and I love looking at waterfalls. But a protein waterfall
Oh,
sometimes can be referred to as bukkake. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
oh, Krabby said next year Halloween's on a Friday.
Well, there you
Party
go.
then.
It's a Thursday. Next week is Halloween. Friday will be the 1st of November next week. Time for special cleansing. We have to cleanse everybody. Yes. What do we have?
Hey, Cherry Berry Girl.
Cherry
wait a
Berry
minute.
Girl, hi. You can't spell happiness without penis.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
So no.
But you're possibly right. Come on up, Bo. So I have a little cover on the because
Aw, I'm
it had
sorry,
a lot
Shaylee.
of dust.
You
What
have
happened?
a good, her boss quit and she was really good.
Oh, and now you'll have some asshole to be your boss.
Yeah, my boss quit and she's the best I ever had.
Ah, it's good to have a good boss,
Hey,
so
Jimmy
you know
Rick.
when you have a bad one. Yes, what? Hey, what?
I said, Jimmy Rick.
Oh, I thought you. Hey, Rick, I was painting my toes. I'm in here. It's 97 outside. I could use a cool golden shower. Well,
Do it to yourself.
if
Hey,
it's
Britt.
if it's a
Miss
fresh
Flo.
if it's a fresh
Pamela,
golden shower,
hello there.
they're
We
98.6.
spoke to Fred today.
Fred,
No, we have water in here. Oh,
Yeah.
no, we didn't. We had a little bit of water damage. It was mostly wind.
mostly wind and of course the roof removal.
Naomi,
So I'm still putting you off, but you saw in the screenshot for the show a peek
hey, Brett, happy
From-
Friday.
the living room up to the tarp, which is now our roof, a blue
Thanks, Michaela.
tarp, nailed or screwed down, screwed down.
It's got to be redone.
It's got to be redone. We already paid $825 to have it done.
But here's the thing. He is a contractor. He's from Maryland. Jennifer put us in touch with him, which was really good.
We
It's
had
the
no
only
idea-
person we could get a hold
We didn't know
of.
who to go to, and it could have actually had the same company that's going to repair the roof.
Make
who
sure
put
you
the
let
new-
her know, Shaylee.
Put a new roof on last year in January for my mom.
Hey, T-Bear44,
So-
I must have missed you. Somebody else saw you.
So how many people do we have now?
40.
Okay. And how long have we been in?
About 10 minutes because
All
we were
right.
late.
Let's give it another 5 minutes, and then
Okay.
I'll take you all on a journey. You only have to go over this way a little bit, and we're just going to show you the view from the inside, because it's dark outside now, and you really couldn't see the outside
Thanks,
very
Protein.
well anyway.
Stephanie, everybody hit that like button.
But it
please.
isn't that impressive. It looks like a tarp is on the roof.
Is that a
Big deal.
UFO on your shirt? I believe it is.
It's a multicultural creation. We bought it at Walmart.
Okay, good, Shaylee. She needs to hear that.
Need to hear?
That her supervisor was awesome before she leaves.
I know. Well, you know what? Hopefully,
If you had been listening to what I was saying,
I heard part of the whole thing about her boss being so great, but she was
Yeah.
resigning, and you know, and that's sad. I've had a handful of
Hey,
supervisors
Alaska.
that I would say were really top notch. They knew how to manage
let us
people,
know how they turn out, Cherry Berry.
but they didn't have to be overbearing, micromanaging, and assholes. It's a hard job being a supervisor, and just because you are experienced in the job area, maybe you're a technician, a technocrat, whatever, to become a supervisor takes something extra.
So you
And
get your pick
you
now,
need
Jimmy.
to really
that's good.
learn how to be a good supervisor.
Oh, yeah,
There's
he's
actually
just moving
courses.
around. What, he is sitting backwards.
He's
Look at
sitting backwards with his butt
that.
here.
So you can rub his butt.
Is that what it is, Bo? Why did you do that? That's funny. Come here, Bo. Come on.
Come on, everybody likes to see
Everybody
it.
likes to see you. Sit.
Pam said hi, Bo.
Pam said hi, Bo. Hi, Pam. So we found out. Come here. That eye boogie's been bothering me all day. Got it. We bought some sushi and a little appetizer, calamari. It was okay, a little chewy, but not bad. I've had worse.
But their sushi's really good.
We found out that likes calamari. He didn't have to even have it put into the sweet chili
I wouldn't have
sauce.
done that to him.
No, that would have been a little hot. But he liked it. First I gave him a couple little pieces, and then they were cut in rings. And he could manage
A ring.
chewing apart that ring in just a moment or two. How many people have a dog that is really amazing at how much it can eat and how quick?
Yeah, Shaylee, it sounds like you're in either warehousing or a pick and pack area, distribution of some type. And that's
Oh,
true.
you know this stuff.
That's what I did most of my life.
I know. I'm just playing with you.
Maria Santa Maria. Sol, hello there.
So, we had 40 of you. I'm sorry that 2 of you decided to leave already. It's sad. Or maybe your phone just stopped working or your device. But click that like button, will you? And Rick, R-I-C-K .ADR at AOL.com.
Yeah, we both lost a little bit.
Send us a message. I'm down to 217. I haven't been below 220 since I was maybe 45 or something.
Something like that.
So I'm below 220. Yay! And maybe I'll keep going down a little further. I'll just stop eating. Do most people watch this on their phone instead of on their laptop? I find it easier to convey text on a laptop. I agree. Even a notepad, but it's really hard to navigate chat with just your cell phone. And it's one fat finger away from oblivion at all times.
Woolworths, they have that in Australia. That's an old store from here. It's been dead
Woolworths,
quite a while.
yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Woolworth. I always go Wools with
So-
an S and then Worth
So
without.
we just recently read about this.
Who knows?
The
protein?
last Kmart in the continental U.S. just closed. I didn't even know there was one still operating in the continental U.S.
Soul watches on TV and texts on her phone.
Oh, you work it 2 ways. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, and keep the volume down on your phone, but use that to do the. It's like your remote control, isn't it? You're so slick. The international people know how to deal with
Yes,
things.
they do.
So what happened? We had a roof, and then there's this
Whoop, whoop.
hurricane called Hurricane Milton. He came all the way from the shores of Mexico,
Who?
almost near Solcita.
The guy you told-
Hurricane Milton
Oh,
came from the
God.
shores of Mexico. So, north of the
Oh,
Yucatan
that sounds cool, Shaylee.
Peninsula.
Let us know about that.
And it went across the great, beautiful Caribbean Sea,
You know,
gained strength.
milt means
Mil-
fish sperm.
Fish sperm?
Milt, as in Milton, means fish sperm.
So Milton is milking fish to create fish sperm. Milton. I Milton that fish and it gave me a quart. Is that a proper use of the word milt?
No.
Oh, come on. It sounded pretty good to me. Why do you have to always be,
Because I'm your worst critic.
you're a disagreeable person. Why
Yes,
is
I
that?
am.
Oh God. Cheers again. I'm not smoking any reefer during the show tonight. Not for any reason. I just don't feel like bothering.
It'll stink this place up.
I don't care about
Not
that either.
outside.
Unfortunately,
Oh, okay,
Jess
Pam.
might look down from heaven and go outside, smoke, don't stink up my house. Jess almost possessed my right arm today so that I could sign her name on the back of the title to her old car. That way, in Florida, if it's already been signed but the person passed away, it's an open title, and I wouldn't have to do what I have to do now to sell it.
We have a birthday.
Oh, yay! So,
Robert Ryan.
That's excellent.
I'm a year older today.
Well, that's great. I hope
Yeah,
you
we do
enjoyed
miss her,
your
Nancy.
trip around the sun, and the best to you for your next trip. And let us sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robert. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Robert.
birthday, Robert. I'm going to
Do
do
we-
something here.
Do we have any other birthdays?
I don't know.
Well, I just asked, and we'll find out in a little bit.
That's just a little better. We have these, and you see one right here. Old
Baby Gates.
Rogues. Well, no, I'm talking about
Oh.
the picture. Old Rogues Gallery picture. One of those frames you had different spots where you could put your picture inside of it and then close the back, push the staples, and you could hang it, and you had this lovely thing to hang on your wall to show all the different members of your family. Well, there's one over here, one over here. They have been on the wall
Since Mom moved in.
since Mom moved in, and I think they came from the wall down at the other place, down the street.
Hon, I'm the one who made them
I know you did.
so many years ago.
So many years ago, she used to do a lot of the crafting stuff with the scrapbook and the different things you could do with scrapping or scrapbooking.
I'm going to stop you for just a minute. I want to show a photo.
Okay.
Because I thought you were talking about that baby gate over there.
Oh no.
When we first were able to come down here after we both retired, well, Bo wasn't real happy with the place. Every time we left him, he would leave presents.
The presents on the floor. You know what that
And,
is.
Of course, Mom was livid. So what we did, we figured, well, we'll put him in our room, and we put a baby gate up. But the first baby gate we put up was the one that's crisscross. He climbed over it. I watched him climb over it. So we had to do a double baby gate, and this is what we came up with. I'm
Yeah,
going to
so you're
try
gonna
and
walk
see
up
if you
close?
can see it.
It's this is a photo of the gate in the doorway, and we had a second gate we put in that was between the walls. It had pressure that it would hold it in place.
Yeah, we had to put the one that was just long bars,
Because
and
he
then the other
climbed
one
the
on top.
So we put a second one on top of it,
No, underneath it.
underneath of it, whatever.
Yeah,
so
because this one, he climbed over.
right, so we put the other gate down, and that is still. I'll show it to you, because it was everything was in this bedroom here. There was the bed in there. There was stuff under the bed. There was the computer, the printer, monitor. We took the tower computer north and south and left
Thanks,
the printer
Bob.
and the monitor. Well,
I have tried it. Has a good flavor to it.
when
Mom
I
turned me on to
took
it.
everything out of the room, to an extent anyway,
Hey, Bob
I
knew
found
well.
that the printer had water on the glass underneath the cover. So I took it outside. It had liquid inside. It was dripping out, kind of a dark color, like some
No
kind
good.
of
It is
electronic.
not going to work.
So I've let it sit outside in the sun for
Michael
a day.
T.
Michael T, hello. I told you what we will do, and you're here on time.
Hey,
We have
wait,
not
Rick.
yet shown it.
We have another birthday.
Another birthday, okay.
It's Shaylee's dad,
Shaylee's dad,
Fred.
Fred. Well, it's my honor and pleasure to sing to your father, Shaylee. Fred, hi, I'm Rick. I hear it's your birthday. I hope you have a great one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fred. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Fred. Many more.
Yeah. All right, so I think we've gotten to that
United Steam.
point that we can now show you.
Well, before you do that, I wanna go over the little process that we've been through down
The
here.
process? Okay.
The first one is we contacted Citizens. We filed a claim. That's the
Insurance
insurer
company.
of the mobile. So they were the first adjuster to come out about a week ago. We were not here. I told him where the key was. We were in communication, so he did his thing. So 10 to 14 days, we'll hear something. And then we had the roofer come in yesterday.
And this is the same company who put a roof on in January, recovered the whole thing. It's called a roof over. And unfortunately, the work they did, well, part of it was undone at the front.
So while he was here, we're already on the schedule. Well, not on the schedule yet. They've ordered the material, and then once they have that, we can go on the schedule. But he also told us that we should get a public adjuster. In Florida, it's a thing.
It's a thing in Florida because unfortunately, the people
Insurance
down
companies
here
like to screw you.
have been screwed by insurance companies during the aftermath of these hurricanes. And apparently it started about 10 years ago.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let's not go off.
But
into
whatever.
three.
So it's a
So-
public adjuster.
Rick called yesterday. The public adjuster came today.
Had an opening
Did
that
his
quick.
inspection, and we found out that what they do, they negotiate with the insurance company. So when the insurance company calls me and says, "Oh, we'll give you 10,000," I said, "No, I'm not talking to you. You call Joel," and I give them the information, and then they go back and forth.
So
And
it's-
whatever the public adjuster is able to get for us, they get 10%. So now you can do your little thing about the 20 and the 10.
All right, whatever.
You don't want to do that? Okay, they get 10%.
10%.
Normal.
Normally it's 20, but because of it being a hurricane related, they cut it in half to 10%. So if we got, hypothetical, $10,000 from the insurance company to help pay for fixing the roof, which that
Yeah.
would not cover it.
That pillow has to be trashed. It was in the bedroom. The tags are blowing in the wind
Oh,
like
the
a
tags
ghost.
of the, yeah.
Yeah.
I should use it though as a temporary.
Wait a minute. Does it smell? Don't put it. No.
Oh,
do
it
not
doesn't
put
smell.
It doesn't.
No, I
You better
smelled
not
that
mess
already.
up the sofa anyway. So the adjuster was here. What today?
Today.
And then FEMA was here today.
Yes,
So
FEMA
we
came
have
in the
all
afternoon.
these balls up in the air.
We were told to apply for a FEMA.
We weren't
help.
down here when it hit.
We weren't here, but we qualify under what FEMA determines.
We're Florida
We're
residents.
Florida residents. And it's our home.
No, that was in the freezer. Nobody found that. Because from the living room back, we have a small
Everything's fine.
problem in the bathroom,
Yeah.
but the whole front area is basically trash.
Had water get in through the exhaust fan, unfortunately, through the cover on the roof. It was blown right in. So, I mean, when you have the wind like you had for this storm,
Well,
water goes where it wants.
M&G said that was after
Actually,
Helena.
yep. Yeah, the one before.
Yeah.
So, we got screwed twice. We
Yeah.
just didn't know it.
Water damage on the front floor and in the guest bedroom where there was the carpet was bad shape anyway, but that got ruined. We
You don't need to tell
them it was
anybody.
bad.
So, without further ado, I think it's that time.
Okay.
So, I'm going to get up, come over here, loosen this, and here I am in the light. Okay. So, the problem seems to be that this thing here, which is the underside of the roof, and this used to be the ceiling, suspended ceiling tile like that. So it sort of came up here, you know, and then it continues and it rolls this way and then it folds that way. And this is like the center front. You can see it's the pitched part. And then over here, oh, this is the bedroom. The wall, you know, is up to there. And then down here, that's the tarp, folks. That's the tarp. There's more roof. And you can see where it started, really. It started ripping right there in the corner. What you see that edge of right there is insulation, styrofoam. And then metal underneath of that. And then there's wood underneath of that. Manufactured home, aka mobile home. Trailer. So here's a funny thing. We had all this crap on the ledge. Didn't get touched. Amazing. And, oh, who would like a creepy doll that survived the hurricane? Right there. You want that, hon? No, me to bring him out to you? No. You sure? That was Mom's ugly baby. There's another one. Oh boy, he's a little sailor boy. Isn't that cute? So, what they have to do is they have a company that creates these aluminum panels. So they have to create the aluminum panels that'll be from here to there and then the one across. Huh?
Jimmy Rick says looks like a microburst tornado hit us.
Yeah. We think it was tornadic. The storm created a lot of tornadoes through Florida, especially across to the east side of the state. If you weren't familiar, we had actually, unfortunately, community Spanish something that had people killed. They're in their homes. They were hit by a tornado created by the hurricane. Now, luckily for us, we still have our pool floats, and we can go over to the American Legion Hall and get in their pool. But you know what I don't want to do? According to what I was told, the waters on the coast are contaminated with a flesh-eating bacteria. So going to the beach is not going to be part of our itinerary. It'll instead be going to the pool, where you can get the discounted price on drinks from the tiki bar. Who knows? We'll go there for lunch and all. But we haven't had any fun. Except for last night, we got together with our friends M and G because we brought down Maryland crab cakes. These suckers are 30, 35 a piece.
11 ounces.
11 ounces of lump crab meat. They fill a container, which they ship them in, and you can buy them and have them shipped to you.
Yeah, but the shipping
Oh, it's horrendous.
Put that back up there, you're going to hold it.
I'll hold it for a couple more minutes.
Okay.
So that's what we have, folks. We have this kind of view
Ooh, spin.
from the living room. This kind of view. Is that beautiful on the screen, hon? Tell me what you think.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. Now, over here,
We're not even opening the shutters.
we're not even opening the shutters because they'll need to, not only that, they need to do work above both of those shutters there. above the ones in the bedroom and above those. So we can't put the shutters up because you just have to put them down for the work to be done, which might happen in as little as 2 or 3 weeks. They might be here.
So there is a possibility Rick may stay and I may leave, depending on the start
Thanks
of the
for
project.
Thanksgiving. We'll be up in the air to find out when that's going to be. And it occurred to me today, and we talked about it, that I may have to stay here and then fly up after the job is done.
But don't feel too sorry for him because he'll be able to have Thanksgiving with M&G.
I can have Thanksgiving with another family of good friends, of course. So, yes, that is a good thing.
You know what that means, real life. She's got the launch codes, baby.
Oh, the launch codes, right. That is still such a great video.
I loved it.
Music video under Rick's Music Videos. It was put together by Spin Dallas, who's in the room, and then of course the pool fun that leads to the pool full moon. The other
Well, that was pretty good. Bounce
Rick's
right back.
video again. It was a collaboration between the song created by
Samsonite, we don't do that on here.
Spin Dallas, and the video excerpts were from
Yes,
my
Miss Glow. I mean, it's a mobile. It's a
Fun
aluminum
Time Pool
roof,
Play
so it's the same
from my
thing that
summer
goes back up.
videos.
Nothing else would go up here.
So I guess you've noticed I have not put any new
It has
material
not rained
out.
since we've been here,
Oh.
and the roofing company is coming out Monday or Tuesday to re-tarp it correctly.
So then hopefully we would withstand the rain. And there's
We
a
do
storm
have
along.
electricity. We
Yeah.
have water, although when we first got down here, we didn't.
Well,
You want to tell that story?
there is an oddity about the water, the way it's plumbed for
No
us.
generator.
And,
We have power. It came on
it's-
like a week after.
It's because the maintenance director redid something for us so that he could use the water to water our gardens while we were away. And so basically the water is always turned on unless you remember to turn off this other, just a spigot. It acts to cut off the water supply to the whole house. Or
I'll
turn
save it
all
for
on.
you, Pam.
So that was still closed because I'm thinking you only open that when you want to use the outdoor. And I went out to the front to open the valve, which is in the ground and has a cover you have to pull up. And usually, you know, a valve is like, if it's like this, it's closed, and when it's like that, it's open.
Sounds good, Spin.
Well, it was already something. So she goes out to this spigot that I think was abandoned, didn't even remember it was created for the purpose I just stated, but I had forgotten all this. Because you know how it is when you're old, CRS, can't remember shit. So she was right this time, and she remembered shit.
This
so,
time, I'm right, what, at least 80% of
all
the
right,
time.
well, more than me. You're right more than I am. How's that? You like
Well,
that?
anyway, yeah, we did have water.
Then we have water.
The power was out in the area for about a week. So one of the first things we did when we came down here,
Throw away all the food in the
everything
freezer
in the
and fridge.
refrigerator and freezer went out. And you know what they tell you to do when you're in a mobile and you'll be gone. You take a cup of water and you freeze it, and then you put something on top of it.
Like a quarter.
Well, we put there, it was a bracket of some type.
Yeah, right. So,
So we had that sitting on top after it was frozen. Well, when we got here, it was in the bottom.
In the
of
bottom
cup,
of the glass.
and it was frozen because
frozen
we had
in
gotten
because it
power
had
back.
refrozen. So that tells you you do not want to eat the food because it just refroze after it got warm.
Cheers, Jimmy
Cheers,
Rick.
Jimmy Rick. And you don't
He
know
goes, I
what.
have Deep Eddy's lemon again this time with
Oh.
cranberry and mango.
That's
I'm
a
hooked.
good combo. Man, that's a good combo. Yeah. Now, you know, again, she does it with this. All you need to do is just add ice and water.
Yeah, but the mango and everything gives it a different flavor.
Well, it gives it a totally different flavor.
If you want lemon, you use water and sweetener.
You don't even need sweetener.
Hey,
Unless
I just,
you're-
Debsy rocks. Hi.
Debsy Rocks, hi there. Missed you last Friday. We did a live broadcast. If you were here with us last week, Madhouse again was with us. This is the 5th time Madhouse has been with us. Bo,
You look at him.
he's very comfortable. So that was a great time. It was just myself and the band.
I wasn't going. It was too cold for me to sit
There was
outside.
nobody actually there to watch the show beside me. And our friends Debsy Rocks and her special friend, they were going to come, I thought. So why didn't you come?
Don't worry about
What
it.
happened?
What happened? Hey, Scott Bagley.
So I'm sorry we missed each other, but it was nothing happening after. There was no hanging out. We'd have just had to ride back to your house or my house to finish because they weren't letting us hang out there.
He said, okay, we're done. Get out.
Get out. Yep, we're done. They started packing up their gear and, all right, we'll see you tomorrow night because they had a gig Saturday night last weekend at the Fish Head Cantina. So,
That's good ways away.
yes, that's Arbutus,
I've been there before.
south of Baltimore. So,
Hey, DJ
Madhouse is
Kenny,
back.
thank
Hey,
you.
thank you for the donation tip there.
Any strange
DJ.
events since the dollar tax?
No, other than what I just showed you on video, those scary dolls, nothing paranormal has happened yet. Now, I keep hearing like some little taps and
That's
clicks,
the stuff falling.
and
from the plane.
I can't think of it being anything but, like she just said, when stuff falls on the roof, including rain, it gives a special sound, just like in your camper. I have a camper, and some of the ones I've had prior, when it rained, it sounded like bacon cooking. Yes, that sizzle sound. And it's so relaxing to have that rain coming down on the roof, and as long as it doesn't leak, it's so nice and restful to have that lull you away into a nice, relaxing state. It's like ASMR, thanks to Mother Nature. You were so quick, you didn't even block the view.
Yes, I did. My big ass did.
So, there's not going to be any kind of a special request, appeal, or anything for you all to give us donations to help us pay for our roof. No, we're big boys and girls here. We'll handle it somehow. And
Hey, K1-ish. How are you doing? I'll try, Pam, but I don't see a teddy bear. I see 2 dolls. I'll send you a photo.
yeah, teddy bear, I didn't see that
I don't
there.
see a teddy bear.
Yeah, teddy bears are elsewhere. I remember I saw them. They're not in here. I think they were in your bedroom. That's one have a table. What style do you call this? My mother thought it looked nice, so she bought it. I don't even know where. Was it a store?
No.
Was it here at the yard sale
sure,
thing?
Either that, or wasn't this here when she bought the place?
No, she bought this.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a high version of a coffee table. I mean, the coffee table would be like a foot lower almost,
We're
right?
not keeping it.
I don't know about that. I like it.
I'll take a look, Pam.
Why don't you want it?
I don't like it. I'll spray paint it. I'll spray paint that.
You will, huh? And it'll probably be beige.
No, it will not be.
Because you
beige.
love beige. Or off-white, cream white. Don't you love that?
No,
That's the current style, right?
I don't care.
So our daughter lets us know that gray is out. Beige or cream is back in.
Now, I did go with her on painting the bedroom up home, and I like the color because to me it looks more like an antique white or buttercream. It's not beige.
Buttercream. It's not bright white, but it's not yellowish white.
It's not yellow. It's not beige.
That's like what this house is painted.
Yeah, Rick does love
Yellowish
cream.
white.
Hey, Roy Sagato.
I like cream,
Hey, enjoy the World Series.
but not with coffee.
I like cream with coffee. He will.
I like cream
He will.
with
Miss
my
Glow.
lovers. I like to spray it on the body parts and then enjoy it.
Their whole house is basically gray.
Yeah,
Most of the rooms in their house right now are gray. Upstairs are gray.
gray.
The kitchen's gray.
Blue.
The living room's gray.
The hallway,
The
is,
hallway is
blue.
blue.
Stairwell and hallway are
Yeah.
blue. And basement's gray
Yeah.
on the one side. Well, we thought gray was so great.
Well, I still like gray.
I wouldn't be listening to the color recommendations to anybody, but
Thanks, Roy.
she will. So, the floor of the new bathroom, whenever we finish it, that's going to be a light beige.
I wouldn't call it beige.
Not gray, beige.
But the floor is free. We're not paying for
But
the
the
material.
bathroom is at least the same as the bedroom above. It's kind of white. Kind of like white. Not Vanna white, but
But-
a little bit white.
Have a navy vanity.
Navy vanity. Wow. Yep.
I talked him into a navy vanity.
It's a single sink we bought.
Hey, Chris Roush.
We bought.
Say hi to Chris.
Hi, Chris. Say hi to your sister Pam.
Oh, she's on here. Say hi to her.
Say hi,
yourself.
Chris. Pam, say hi, Chris. Chris, say hi, Pam.
Possibly
There you go.
Miss Glow.
Let's have fun in that chat room, will you? And let's not forget to plug the Discord. And please, someone who can share the link for Discord for me, please. If you wouldn't mind, also the ricksarahstar.com for the website, where you might be able to get merchandise. And I have not done this yet, but I heard people's requests, and I just heard a new one. We're going to add a few new pieces of merchandise. I'm going to start a whole new version of the shirts with a front image, nothing on the back. So what was on the back will be on the front. The little thing, there is no little thing. It'll just be every version we have just right in the front for you. And I'm also going to add long sleeve shirts with the same capability.
When you going to do that?
Whatever. It's coming, like
Yeah.
Christmas and
So is
New Year's
Christmas.
and Father's Day next year, and all that's coming. But eventually it will happen. But in the meantime, there's still stuff to buy at ricksarahstar.com. We make $3 whole per shirt, so please buy 10. We'll make 30 that way. Cheers. Now, if you'd like it, it's there. If you don't need it, you don't want it, you don't need to buy our merch. That doesn't do anything major for us, so we certainly don't want to put it on you. We just like you to watch the show.
You just had another suggestion.
What was that?
You can put the small design.
Well,
On the shoulder.
so you have to follow the template that they provide, and I'm not sure if there's a detail for the sleeve, but that's not a bad idea. It could be like a Major League Baseball. It would be the Rick Serra logo right there. Would that be so cool?
Yeah.
Would it be just on the left or just on the right or both, or you get the choice of which
I
way?
don't know. You're not going to do that. Right now,
How about a little thing
It's
with
gonna
long
take
sleeve
you-
or with a short sleeve? Or would you like a
well,
turtleneck collar on your shirt?
No turtlenecks. But if you have a long sleeve,
Yeah.
it's,
Oh. Rick,
thanks, Shaylee.
you could have ricksarahstar.com. It would just barely make it on this long sleeve, but I could put it on there.
Just Shaylee posted the link to Discord.
Thank you to Discord. Just was posted by Shaylee. And that's what you could go to
Shaylee.
anytime.
John C. and Ponytail okay? Haven't seen him.
I've talked a little bit with him. It's
Okay.
still tough.
Okay.
If you hadn't known they were looking for help, I had posted on the channel under the community page. They have a GoFundMe request. Who is this? Wow, Spin Dallas, thank you. Okay, so Lindy, she did, really? Wow, she sent a autograph thank you on Discord. I did not see that, I'm sorry. Thank you for letting her be a part of the cocktail hour with, I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to work with her. She's a true professional.
Who is she? I don't recognize the name.
She sang the song.
What song?
The one about shooting the darts from far away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I didn't realize
The
that.
launch codes.
I just knew that Spin did it. So.
Well, thank you also for your donation.
Hey, Carson,
Spin.
I'm glad you're here.
Hello, Carson. So where are we now? How many
Okay.
good people do we have?
Carson been cleaning up after vacation. Just got home from a week in Mexico. No alcohol tonight because tequila last week.
Uh-huh. Tequila really leaves you in a good
46.
place. It not really. It can tear you up. I didn't have very good fun with tequila, and it has not been an alcohol I turned to ever since. So
I had a tequila hangover one time
yes, they're not.
that lasted a week.
Oh gosh,
I have not touched it since. I never will.
I had a couple of days, not a week. Oh man.
I think I missed 4 days of work.
Phew. Yeah, that must have been a lot of tequila.
It was me, Colleen, and her at the time, the love of her life.
Oh, okay.
And I think he always was, but it never turned out. And I didn't like him.
No,
No.
the guy with the mustache.
No, but the more I drank the tequila, the better I liked him. So I guess that was the reason.
That's true with many people. They're more attractive as you get more drunk. That's what songs have been written about in terms of closing time. It's time for me to find someone to go home and shag with.
Hey, Jimmy Rick.
You know the song Closing
He
Time,
should
right?
have. I saw the email. I didn't open it up. Did you open up the email from Jimmy Rick about the Judas Priest concert?
That had the photos, yes. And he had impressive seats. He got to move up to, I think he said 9th row, and really get a good view. Yeah. Good old Judas Priest putting on a high energy show. So they get very good acts coming through his area in Phoenix.
Well, yeah.
If not better than even we get in Baltimore or here in the Florida area. They really go there. And some of my prog bands that I have loved over the years, they love going out there. And also, it's a better place to get a ticket. They're much more reasonable than some of the places here in
Well,
the
is
East.
it reasonable enough to pay for the plane ticket?
Yes, it's something that you
and
could
the
consider.
motel?
Yeah, it's something you could consider maybe. There's a few places like in Ohio. There's a couple of places in Ohio where you can see
Computer
those.
chick, hi there.
Computer Check, yes, the lady who creates these cool little clips that then she leaves them behind for you all to find and to enjoy. Yes, I've enjoyed your couple little clips that you've created. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. All the help I can get, I appreciate.
Eventually, the curtains behind us and everything on the wall behind us will be gone.
There'll be a different curtain.
Yes, definitely. And, you want to show them the chefs that's going to be gone and then the monkeys?
Well, I don't have any light in the bathroom.
All you have to do is turn the light
Well-
on. See, the thing is, when Mom bought this, when you buy a mobile, you buy it with everything that's in it.
Everything
Well,
as is. Oh, I forgot to plug it back in.
Well, you don't plug it in now, you get ready to take it off.
I'm not doing that. just gonna lift this. So there's the ugly curtain, valance rather, and then the curtain is actually not that bad. I mean, she's so hard up to get rid of it, but it does the job.
It does
So
the job.
we had the same kind of vinyl blinds here.
Alien trains.
We took them out. Look at those beautiful things. So here in the kitchen, which was built for people that are very tall. You can see how tall these cabinets are, and the countertops are really a little bit higher than normal. Look at that lovely border. Am I showing it well, hon?
Stop. Now, stop. Stop moving. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can see it.
All right.
Give me a little bit of buffer.
All right, well,
Stop.
it stopped buffering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go, go, Corgi.
So that's basically a blank canvas for us to set up this.
Oh, definitely. Well, Alien Train, how old are you? Rick will sing happy birthday.
Alien Train's birthday too?
Yes.
That's great.
So you can sing.
Yes, okay. Do it right. Better. I need a little headroom here so we don't cut off the top of my head, and this is what you see. So, Alien Train. Should I sing your birthday song, but to the tune of Crazy Train? No, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Alien Train. Happy birthday to you.
He's going to be 30.
30, good even number. Now stop. Hold at 30. Don't let go. That is the perfect age. Isn't that right, people who are 40, 50, 70, 90? You all agree, right?
Computer Chip, what's next Saturday? She wanted to know if you were going to be live next Saturday.
I don't know what it is.
I
Maybe
don't
she'll tell
either.
us.
Yes. You need to show them the monkeys in the bathroom. You got to show them the monkeys in the bathroom.
Wonderful. All right.
Or inside, doesn't make a difference, Jimmy. Rick. Oh, and guess what? We were told that he's thinking about moving.
Oh, yes. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
He's thinking of maybe even, well, I'm sorry for him, assisted living. He's only 57. But he was shot twice in Afghanistan. All right, so here's the palm trees. This is wallpaper. Ugh. And then here's the monkey. See the monkey? Oh, the monkey. I love the monkey. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. And then we have this beautiful laminated countertop, old laminated floor. Even the corner has got a tear. A metal shower door. I think I'm going to take this thing off and throw it away. I just get a shower curtain whenever we get to that. Oh, and here's the other problem. We've got water in there. Oh no, I hope the fan doesn't fall off before I fix it. So that sucks. Because try to match that ceiling will be very hard. It'll probably be, I'll buy one of those round things you can put around where you have a hole in the ceiling.
A medallion.
A medallion, that's it. Put a medallion in
We
there.
don't have the money to rip it all out and start over. We'll do a piece at a time. But that border and the chef and the monkeys are gone for sure.
It's only a little mobile home, for God's sake. And then we hear about something I didn't even know about this. There's people who live here in the park who don't have any insurance. But One case was the insurance told her that she had to get a new roof. She had a roof.
Enjoy, Pam.
She had a roofing company give her a estimate, and the roofing company told her, "Your roof is okay. You just need a little tack down, whatever that means." So instead of getting the roof done, she decided to stop buying
Thanks, Alaska.
insurance. And why buy insurance when you have an insurance industry down here?
Don't forget, she's 90. Her husband is 95.
Right,
She figures if they lose the mobile, they'll just stay at their full-time home.
right. They just say whatever. That's the way it goes. We could do the same thing, and we'd still own the lot and maybe sell the lot to somebody if we got a total loss. But I don't know, it's something to think about. Instead of paying $2,000 a year, we'll just invest the $2,000 a year and wing it without.
Well, time will tell. We have to wait and see what happens as we go forward. We can't make any
Yeah.
decisions right now.
But you know, my mother paid to have the place
Hey,
insured,
Patrick Nicolucci.
and the place before. Hey, Patrick, and never had a claim down at the bottom of the street. When she moved to this one, she had the place from 2016 to
Canal.
2024, 8 years, and then they're going to play a game with you after they got 8 years of premium. Whatever, you know how it is. The world is out to get you. We are one of the of refuge located in the world, internet, where you find cheerful, happy people like us every Friday here to try to cheer you up, to make you have a good start for a weekend. Next week, like I said, it's the first.
Did you know it's Patrick Nicolucci's birthday?
Today?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but somebody
did
did.
not.
I just read it.
Well, Patrick, we've had several other people to sing to, and now it's my pleasure. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patrick. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Patrick.
birthday, Patrick. And so glad the band is back in action. I know that it makes you very happy to be able to get out there and rock. So enjoy yourself and enjoy the holidays. We'll be back either Thanksgiving time or maybe me a few weeks after. And hopefully we'll catch Madhouse sometime during the holidays. Cheers again, everybody. Still on our first cocktail. And we've been sipping like we were priests or something like, or maybe ministers is better, because I guess priests do drink, but like a Methodist minister doesn't. They drink tea. Tea and coffee. And maybe little biscuits. But no rum balls.
This is what Pam's interested in, so we're going to save it for her.
Pam, you are?
Yes.
I'll give you a deal on that one.
I just told her it was hers.
How much?
Thank you.
$100?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
That's all
you.
we need.
Thank you for a $100 donation. Yes. Just kidding, Pam. You may have it. And with our blessings, and I hope you fondly remember my mother as a result of the doll. I caught it.
Yes, I do have the Nerf gun tonight.
Yeah,
See, we have the Nerf gun. We have everything in both places.
Yes.
I'm not carrying Nerf guns.
We
and
have
bullets
2
around.
sets of Nerf gun. We have 2 sets of
Cleansing,
cleansing.
except for a skull.
We were supposed to buy a skull at Spirit
Like when
or
we
whatever.
got down here.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Well, we're here. We haven't done
Yes.
it.
What have we been doing?
We haven't been doing anything. We've been fucking off every day. is laying around and drinking cocktails and eating cherries and grapes and dipping the fruit onto a pile of whipped topping on my
Brian everywhere.
belly and
Hello from
dip it in the belly. So good.
New
But
York.
we were going to
Dave
use chocolate and caramel syrup tonight, right, hon?
Yeah.
And I don't
Holy
care
scratch.
if it gets in my pubic hair. And she doesn't mind if she has to use a toothpick to get the hairs out from between her teeth. Ah! In my ear! Damn!
I didn't mean to get your ear.
I mean, she hit me right in the damn hole. Now, how can you find the hole to your ear hole that quickly? I know you all are back there laughing. Yes, you are, I know. You love to watch this. That's why we have it as part of the program, because you love to see me get abused. Everybody loves to see Rick get it hard way. Why
Well,
is
then
that?
don't talk like you just spoke, and I won't have to hit you. And now I know your ear is vulnerable because you say these darts are soft and they don't hurt.
No, that was the darts you bought up in Baltimore.
They're the ones that hurt.
Yeah.
These don't.
Are you sure?
That's what you told me.
Oh, that's right. They don't hurt so bad. But the other ones in Baltimore hurt even less than these.
No, they hurt more. They have a harder tip, Rick.
No, the ones you just got, not the old
In
kind.
Baltimore.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm
You
saying.
gave them all away. The hard tip one. You only have one
Yeah,
left.
I didn't give them away. I threw them away.
Whatever.
Because Crybaby was crying.
Wait, I didn't know what you was going to do next. Oh no!
Oh, that bounced off your head.
Went all the way over there. Damn! I have a hard head. I didn't know if you knew that. My middle
Shout
name.
out to Ashley Legg.
My name is Richard Harding. Harding's my middle name because of my head.
Patrick said nothing like a hard tip.
A hard tip is a good thing to have. That's what women say. A hard dick is a good thing to find. Oops, sorry.
Tip.
Hard tip. Well, you know what we're talking about. We're talking about the word that you can get the letters P-E-N-I-S out of. Espinal saute. There's always a little penis in that word. You forget what word it was?
Happiness.
Happiness, that's
But
it.
it does not really spell penis.
Oh.
It sounds like penis, but it's not spelled like penis. Well, I missed you completely.
Good. Over my head. She's like a woman, a female version of James Bond with her gun there. Where'd that one go?
Back this way.
That went back that way? Okay. I don't know how it did that. So, as you know, of course, there is no air conditioning in the house, so it is kind of warm in here.
It is. Now,
It's like 80 degrees.
we do have air conditioning in the bedroom.
Yeah, I told them all
Same
that.
bedroom we always slept
Yep.
in, so we have AC. That's why we're down there.
Luckily, we have a washer and a dryer to wash all the different stuff that
No,
we
I
had
didn't,
to deal
Jimmy
with.
Rick.
So we have the bed somehow survived. So if you'd like a double bed with a 12-inch foam
I
mattress,
don't know if that's a 12-inch one.
pretty close, 10 maybe. We have a bed available for you, and you can have it for free.
Yes, we are, Dave H.
It has a little circular stain reminiscent of that show I used to look at dirty beds and dirty other things.
See, the thing is, when the roof pulled up and all the water came in and everything, the bed was covered with the ceiling tiles.
It was
So it protected the bed.
it protected. It didn't get really wet, but it did. Just a little bit of moisture went through,
No,
and
Jimmy
it
Rick.
left that little bit of yellowness. But I know it's not pee. It's just a little yellow discoloration. It's probably the color that
Yes,
came off
Milton
of the
peed on
dirty
the bed.
tile, the fiberglass tile, the suspended
Oh, my
ceiling.
hair's a mess.
I actually had even sprayed my hair earlier, and I'd got the.
You didn't spray it correctly.
I know.
You gotta let me do you.
She likes to really load on the hairspray, but it worked well when I was inefficient at a commitment ceremony last Saturday, the 19th. I helped to join in a committed relationship. Our friend Sue and her special friend Dennis, they met through a bulletin board chat group that discussed heating your home only using firewood. And they were a part of this group for a long time.
I want to see how I can get this in here.
So what
There
happened
we
was they got to know each other, and our friend Sue actually even knew his wife, or knew of her,
No, she knew her.
and she died about 5 or so years ago. And Sue, our friend, has been widowed for many years, unfortunately, a couple of decades. So they were friends first, but somehow over a series of visits back and forth, her to see Michigan, where he's from, him to come to Maryland to see where she's from.
Now, just remember, he was the officiant, but he's not a reverend, he's not an ordained minister
I
or a
didn't
licensed
go
minister.
through a correspondence
because
course.
they did not have an actual wedding.
Yes,
It was
it's not a
commitment
wedding.
ceremony.
Commitment ceremony, it's very beautiful. It's there's no license from the court. There's no minister or priest. It's them declaring their commitment to one another, and the officiant only says some of the words to help them to make those declarations in front of friends and family that they love.
Now,
And that's what happened. It was really
What
nice.
Sue did, like after the little ceremony, and we're all sitting down to eat, she wanted to read something, but she couldn't make it through. She asked me to do it. I knew I wasn't going to make it through, so her grandson read it.
Right.
And, hey, Mr. D-Pants, good day.
It was a nice little poem about
Well, and what she did, because they're both widowers.
Yes.
She's been a widow longer than he has.
yes.
And I can't remember the words, but it was beautiful. I wish I'd taken a shot. It was like,
It's like we both
there was
were.
a heart that was lonely for so long, and
Yes.
then felt there was another heart that was just as lonely, and then they met each other, and they were not lonely anymore.
Anymore.
It was something to that effect, but it was really beautiful.
Two broken hearts that came together to make one fixed heart. So they're now up in Michigan
Jimmy, Rick, don't make me smack the shit out of you.
enjoying the last of fall up north. Leaves changing. He has 41 acres of wooded lot in a nice home, and of course with all that wood, that's what
In
heats the
Michigan.
home.
In
And Michigan, it gets cold as shit up in Michigan. You know that, right? Freezing over of lakes, all this kind of stuff. We don't get that kind of cold
Oh,
here.
no, you wouldn't, Jimmy Rick. If I smacked the shit out of you, you would not enjoy it.
Especially if she would pinch in between the slaps. Her fingers and nails, she can get just enough flesh in between to cause excruciating pain, grabbing parts of your body that are very sensitive, vulnerable, pliable. I didn't like all that. Pliable, it's like, hey, you okay? I hear noises back there. What you doing? Yes, Bo is sort of, I don't know, blowing around. What you got? You got something stuck in your mouth or your hair? What's going on? He is such a good dog. You know, it's a 2-long-day ride to go to Florida. here in Tampa from Baltimore, about 1,000 miles. And so we're talking like 9, 10 hours on the road each day. The worst he does is he starts to go, because we have him tethered in the back, wearing his harness, and then has a belt that attaches to the back of a headrest and then to the back of his harness. And it's got a little bit of an elastic piece in it, so it can stretch a little. But the idea is if he is in the car and they're... All right, we're waiting. We're waiting. We think it's okay. We don't know. All right, guess it is. Ugh. I don't know what's going on. I have Wi-Fi. I didn't think I would. I actually let you all know in advance we might be stuck with cell service only, but we got the Wi-Fi to come on, but it just certainly dropped out for about 10-15 seconds. See, the trouble with this blasted internet... Hello, Alaska. Good to have you. I see K1-ish too.
They've been here forever.
I didn't know. I didn't see anybody. I can't see a damn thing right
Oh,
here.
you should hear me say their
And I
names.
don't have my iPad to be able to keep track of the chat. So, whatever. It's still cable TV service in this area only. We do not have fiber optic cable service available yet. As soon as we do, that'll be tremendous, but we don't. Now, the cable that is being used is the same network that is used by Spectrum. And Spectrum's signaling all originates blah, 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 in Orlando. And then the end of the line is Tampa. And then it goes north and south to the north and south
Gary Baba
references
Booey.
of the west coast of Florida, all the way up into the Panhandle. Well, that's pretty crappy because it doesn't really transmit very well. And it's coax cable, not fiber optic. So we're hoping for it eventually to be here. Hopefully we'll still have a mobile home by the time they have fiber optic
Jimmy
cable.
Rick, you really need to be glad you're not close to me.
What is he doing? Is he being a bad boy?
Next time, be faster. That took too long.
We would love to have you visit, and then we could take turns spanking you. I'd put you over
no,
here.
I'm not spanking him. He'd like that.
Well, I'll spank him, but then you can spank him with the tool we got from the medieval torture gallery that has the spikes that comes out of the ball with the handle. You know what I'm talking about? Not at all, do you? She can't go with it. I'm trying
You need to come to Missouri. There's
Oh, yeah?
a haunted asylum from 1885 in wine country.
Computer chick.
Hey, dingle dangle! Happy
Is
Friday.
it? Do I have to go in? It's a pay-to-play tour, or is it? I have to basically break the law and trespass. How does it work there? And I love those kind of places. The spooky, crazy houses where.
Computer
Chick.
is going to email you.
Oh well, thank you, computer chick. I've still never made it to Kentucky.
We haven't made it anywhere.
I know.
We've been busy the past 6 years.
John C. and Ponytail Dungeon Master that live very close to another haunted asylum.
Look, the last 6 years of our life, we were taking care of Mom. That was our main concern. So we didn't get to do as much as we
Well,
actually
yeah,
wanted
well.
to do because she needed the attention.
So, but we did it because we love her and we were happy to.
If I didn't make it correctly, Jimmy Rick, he wouldn't be drinking it.
But we had fun. It wasn't like we didn't have any fun for these years.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that's not what I said.
But you know, we all came here in November of 2018. My mom and the two of us. It was after election time and after Thanksgiving, actually. And we came here, or just before Thanksgiving. I think we had Thanksgiving here. And we changed our residency to Florida. And then I was able to be retired
I
before
don't
that.
drink wine. I'm sorry to disappoint anybody.
Wine gives me a headache too. I don't drink a lot of wine.
It gives me a headache like crazy.
Sulfite
Now,
sensitivity.
I can drink Asti Spumante, but only a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of champagne here and there. And what is that?
You know what we're talking about, Jimmy Rick? Yes, you do.
It's like a sweet kind of a
Yeah, it's
carbonated wine beverage, Asti Spumante. Whatever. Been around for a while. I used to like cold duck. I used to like strawberry
Cold
farm.
duck?
Cold duck. It was a cheap wine.
probably all you can
I
get.
didn't like Mogan David's 2020 too much, but it got you a good buzz. Mad Dog 2020. Or, as a group of young men used to call it when they were young, now they're old, kill-yas. It's like you would drink all night, and in the morning woke up with a hangover, and then you'd go buy the Mad Dog 2020, and you'd get the kill-yas. It would take care of your hangover. You'd be drunk the next day.
Did you? You told me you read the paper today.
Yeah.
Did you read the article about where they found a skeleton in a casket?
Yes, that was crazy.
But you know where that is? It was in
Hampton.
Hamden, but it was Redmond's Hall. I used to go to dances there when I
Oh.
was a teenager.
Yeah, when they sold the hall to this other group, the people
Oh,
who
God,
helped
Dennis.
run this place told the owner, don't be surprised what you find under the floorboards. So, of course, the guy looks under the floorboards.
Well, they
find
were redoing the place because it was Redmond's Hall. It was
Right.
they turned it into some type of bar.
bar. So, and it's been that bar to this day. It's still in operation, but they didn't want people to know about the casket. Well, here's the deal: the casket and the skeleton. They know who it was. It was a thing at some point in time. People had these put under the floor of a place when they established a bar in Baltimore.
No, that was not it.
That's what it said in the
It
article.
did not say that in the article. It said Redmond's Hall, and they had a bunch of different names for this organization that they sort of followed Native American tradition
Yeah.
or whatever, and you could buy these skeletons, not
Oh.
online back then, and they buried it because it had to do with their celebrations.
Okay,
or,
but I knew it was, they were planted there, and the body of the deceased was known. It wasn't like a murder mystery thing. That's all I meant.
Yeah, and they did. I mean, they didn't even call the cops when they found it. First of all, it probably wasn't an actual skeleton. It was something that was bought because it was pieced together with
Oh.
wire.
So the place didn't want to have a reputation
That's right, computer
with
check.
a skeleton under the floor not being a good selling point for coming to their new place.
Potato Kartoff 25.
Hello,
there.
Potato Kartoff,
Tie
welcome.
holes. But the thing is, they are on a new ghost tour that they're doing in Hamden.
Good.
So, pretty cool. I grew up in Hamden. It's in the city.
It's a Baltimore City neighborhood.
It used to be all blue collar.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the homes are very small homes.
Very modest and
I grew up in a 2-bedroom home. We had 3 kids and, of course, their parents. It was 2 bedrooms, living room, kitchen, and then in the basement we had the bathroom, and there was an open area. And once my sister came along, my brother got the bedroom in the basement, and he snuck out all the time because there was right outside.
so it's basically
You got that, computer chick.
that was built the homes and all were built for factory workers.
Mill workers.
Mill workers, yes. The mill Jones Falls, which has a road over top of it now, and the Jones Falls then goes underground. They buried and built on top of a stream. Baltimore mayor, whoever asshole pants, decided it was a good idea to get rid of this, and now it doesn't come back up out of the ground until it's near the harbor. And it's not a very good idea. It was a very bad idea. So I don't know if they'll ever uncover the whole thing, but they've done monitoring and scoping and cameras.
Well, you know, Jones Falls, if you I mean, like I said, I grew up there. So you had Hamden, Remington, Medfield, Woodbury. And between Hamden and Woodbury, you had the 41st Street Bridge.
Right.
And you could actually, under the 41st Street Bridge, if you went into Woodbury, there was the Jones Falls running.
Underneath.
Yep.
And then,
And they used to have a London Fog factory there.
and also, of course, Falls Way
Yep.
is a road that goes underneath of all that, and it goes along that old stream. It became the place where they put the cable car equipment, giant equipment that would pull a cable from one side of Baltimore to the other side. They had cable stations on the west and on the east, and the cables going east to west, and they the vehicles on them would hold on to the cable when they wanted to go and let go of it when they wanted to stop. It had like a,
Well, I know there were rails in the road,
yeah,
but as I got older, the rails were gone.
we're gone or covered up with
Yeah.
asphalt, right. So when my mother grew up, the street cars were in operation, and she and her mother would ride downtown in the car to shop and come back out. She was in a suburb of Baltimore when she grew up, just into what's called Baltimore County. And she was born in 1929. Been a lot of changes since then.
Oh, you got that. A lot of changes since I was born.
So we're trying to, Baltimore's tried before, but there have been politicians against and for a project to expand the subway to go east-west instead of just north-south.
Well, east-west is the,
Red line.
you have the subway and you have
The light rail.
the light rail.
Light rail is a little bit underground, but mostly above ground.
And that's what Sue would always take to work. She'd go from where she lived
Way out
and
western.
come
then in.
south to
Yeah.
Owings Mills,
Right.
get on the light rail,
Right.
come all the way downtown,
Right.
and then walk 4
Right.
blocks to work. And this lady's my age.
But both of them are very strong women. They really are. They both have a lot of intestinal
Hey,
fortitude.
YouTube taco.
So, yep. And now
No,
our friend
did not.
Sue, she's also slimmed down in the last year. She looks great. And to see her face light up when she's looking at and interacting with Dennis, you really see that they're in love.
Yeah.
He's 80 something, and she's 70, like one or
She's
two.
71. She's my age. I'm older than her by several months.
So he's like 81, 83,
Something like
somewhere
that.
in there. So there's about a decade or a little more than a decade between them. But he also, for a man of his age, he's in good shape. I wouldn't want to try to arm wrestle him because it would be embarrassing to lose.
And what was so good about the ceremony, I mean, Sue's from where we are, so she had a lot of friends and some family.
Right.
But Dennis, who lives in
Michigan.
his son is from, PA, but not that far away.
Philadelphia.
No, he's not that far
Oh, he's not
north.
that far away.
No, he's like York.
Okay, York.
And then he had a granddaughter there, and a couple other relatives,
Yes.
so it was great. So
Yes.
he had family, and then
Oh, he had family that was visiting in the
Yes.
region in Virginia.
yeah, they were from
they came-
Nebraska.
and they're
no,
from
no,
the-
no, not Nebraska. North Dakota.
Right, North Dakota.
And they were in Virginia for some type of thing, and then they came up for the ceremony.
They're
And they're
in
having
ministry
another reception up in
up
Michigan.
in Michigan.
This weekend, I believe,
I think you're right, yeah.
for all of his friends and family that are up there.
Now,
So that's
Sue
great.
is AA. She has not been a drinker for many years, and so she does not watch our show, and that's okay. She likes
she looks
my
at the videos and everything, but she
she
doesn't
doesn't
watch the show.
But she wouldn't watch the show. She knows what we're doing, although it's not that big of a deal. She doesn't care, and some people were actually
yes,
drinking
Finn,
at
it was
her
a ceremony.
a ceremony. We did that.
Mooney, not Mooney.
Somebody did that with us
When we got married.
in 1990, 34 blessed years ago. It's been such just trouble, terribly, a blessing is just like being redundant to have found this woman, to have her in my
He
life.
was not trying to think of blessing.
Oh, I was too.
We've been together for 34 years,
Plus two.
but I'm talking about married for
Yes.
34.
Yeah.
And we have had ups and downs, but we always get through. We always come back together.
We made a pact a long time ago. Never go to sleep mad at one another. We don't do that. If we ever have any kind of a quarrel, usually it's resolved fairly short
Well,
anyway.
It may not be resolved, but we have spoken and we know it may continue,
Yeah.
but we don't go to bed hating each other.
Right, and we don't have any periods where we're not talking to one another. That's never happened. I'm not sure if you have ever had that happen in your relationship, but try to stop that. Talking is the only way you solve whatever it is that is
Going
between
on.
you. Yeah. So always agree to
Disagree.
try to not necessarily have to agree on everything, but agree to
That's
get
true,
along.
Brett. Yes.
Did Brett think that was a wise statement?
K1, said, congrats, Rick and Darlene, 20 for me.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, and guess what?
What?
Rick went to a concert the other day,
Mm.
and he met Urban Cat.
Yes. Oh my God, that was such a crazy thing. I'm in the hallway outside of the space where the show is, and this is basically a industrial park and a bunch of spaces which were broken up into practice rehearsal spaces for bands. But they saved one area in the middle.
Hey, congrats, Cindy Rose.
They opened up a room where they could have shows and seat about 60, 70 people if they put together folded chairs and put together rows. So that was what it was, and Bourbon Cat
Hey, Alex Rapp.
has been a fan since we started the show during the shutdown during COVID. And he told me that, you helped me so much during that time. I just lost my brother, and you helped me through that time. So, but it was a friend of his who's also become a fan, and another guy who's also a friend and a fan. They were in the hallway. Their friend Bourbon Cat was inside the showplace room, waiting at where they had gotten seats. And I'm told by this one guy, he goes, "Hey, Rick." I go, "Yeah, hi." He goes, "I'm Mike." I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" "I'm a friend of Bourbon Cat." "Oh, Bourbon Cat, really? Mhm. Do you know he's here?" I go, "What?" So after that, I go into the room and I go right up to Bourbon Cat, and he turns his head, and here's my face right in his face, and I just put my arms around him, gave him a big hug. Apparently that was a special moment. for him and myself. Beside the fact that we did unfortunately have moist underwear afterwards, it's okay, because we were happy to have made acquaintance finally. But Bourbon Cat is not a person who wants the world to know
Who
all
he is.
about him and see his face, and he would never appear publicly and be identified at the same time. So,
Cherry Berry Girl, hope to see you
but
next
I
week.
don't know whether he will watch this on replay. I don't think he's with us now, but my best to him, and I'm so glad we finally got to meet. Hopefully, it won't be forever before it happens again. Now we know we have a place where we can maybe rendezvous to see good bands. And we both like bourbon. And while we were there, his friend had some bourbon.
Did you have a sip?
So I had not just a sip, I had a drink.
Wow.
Yes. Treated me with lots of royalty almost, like respect, like I was something special.
That's right. Brett says there are only blurry photos of Bourbon Cat, like Bigfoot.
Ah, holy blurry, right, that's it. Blurry just like that. It's like the only photo is that one that was taken in California is the best one. There's actually a video, I don't know if it's legit, but it reportedly shows a Bigfoot picking up and throwing a giant, like a
Picking
tree.
up and putting down.
No.
I pick things up, I put
It's
them
like
down.
the tree had already collapsed and fallen. And he picks the whole damn thing up. And then he throws it. And you can sort of see a hairy thing in the middle. But has anybody seen this bit of video? And that's pretty impressive. That sucker was so strong. My God. Now, of course, it could all have been created somehow. I don't know. But it wasn't CGI. It could have been something more of a mechanical device that was covered with a fur coat or something. I don't know.
Well, it's time to say goodnight.
But I believe in there being cryptids. We call them cryptids, unknown zoologicals, until we find them. I mean, they're still finding frogs, lizards, fish, other kinds of creatures that we've never known of before. Just because the size of the creature is macro. Who knows? There may be some kind of an ape man-like creature.
No, Jimmy Rick, he doesn't. I'm
A
the only one
parallel-
with tattoos.
Evolution of a different kind of primate. And examples of this evolved creature, which is highly intelligent, just not in the way that Homo sapiens, as we're Homo sapiens, by the way. So maybe they're Homo something else's. But they're certainly probably homos. All right, well, I wasn't saying anything bad with that. I was trying to refer to the root of all of the different man-like versions of humanity that have come before. Homo erectus, Homo habilis. Wow, I can really get into the homos, as you can see.
Good night, Rick.
Good night, Rick. All right, next week, come to be cleansed. Let us help remove your negativity that is accumulated by living in
Thank
this
you,
world.
Ed.
And in addition, we'll
That's
have good
true,
fun.
Krabby.
So, next Friday, 7 o'clock, we will be back here, and I hope you will too. Thank you, and have a great rest of your evening. Have a great weekend.
Good night, guys.
Peace, love, and understanding. Thank you, all of you. And thank you to the super chatters. Au revoir. Where do I click?
Upper left.